Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Today, we got Nixilis, the Adversary. What he's gonna do is gonna kill your opponent using loads of damage triggers, you know? But unlike a lot of other YouTubers out there, I've made this a Super Friends deck. So you're gonna have loads of Planeswalkers in it. Like Professor Onyx, Liliana. We got Angrath, all the really aggressive Planeswalkers. That's the thing being the Upfather is you control everything underneath you. So don't forget along the way, if you want to control things too, you want to put Yawgmoth in and the Khan's Bastion because they let you to proliferate. And then you put more counters on each of your Planeswalkers, or maybe I should say underlings, because after all, I do control them all. So, you know, don't forget, if you like the video, leave me a like and a sub. And yeah, enjoy the video. Okay, facing a Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, so there'll be a Grixis control-y kind of shell. Starting hand seems okay. We should do quite well against Bolas because I presume they'll have a lot of Planeswalkers themselves. But we could have more than them. I'm not sure if they're Grixis Super Friends, then they might have a slight edge having blue for bouncing counter, but we'll see. So if they play an artifact rock, we can kill it with the Rampage. We can also kill Bolas with the Cruelty. Ooh, as foretold, that's pretty good. So because we don't have any creatures out, this could be a good chance just to go for Ob. And we can just start draining them, I suppose. Drain or discard, the choice is theirs.
And you lose everything.
So if they kill Ob Nixilis, I'm not that bothered. It only costs us 3 mana after all. And we can just recast them again pretty soon. Here comes Bolas. I think we go for... I think we'll discard the Rampage because we already have the Cruelty to get rid of him. So let's hope this actually resolves. Nice. There was a chance they had a 1 mana counter spell with the As Foretold. So, tell you what, I'm going to make a Devil here. So that means if we go for the Ob trigger ability next time, we can gain 2 life as well, which might be useful. And also having a random attack is quite decent, because if he plays more Planeswalkers, well, any Planeswalkers, we can start attacking into them. Thief of Sanity. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, although we can just steal it, can't we? Let's go for the Angrath. Gain control of the Thief.
Your crew for my freedom.
Swinging. So the nice thing about Angrath is it also kills the creature if its CMC is 3 or less, which it is. And we get to steal a Nugan, which is awesome. And we can cast this whenever we want. So now we also gain 2 because we control a Devil.
Pleasure doing business.
So the synergy is pretty good. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying a bit of a different take on Ob Nixilis, because I've seen a few people make Ob, and a lot of them use huge creatures, which is cool because we still have that package in here. But we've gone slightly different angle. Wow, they chose to bounce that back rather than play Bolas. And now I think we're going to punish them because we can just go for so many different things. So yeah, they're going to lose the card in their hand. So they're literally not going to have anything left to play with. And now I feel like they've just realised.
No steal.
Must be a good card. Supreme Will. Okay, yeah, why would we fall for that? And if we go for return an artifact or graveyard, so return an artifact card from graveyard to your hand. Do they have any? They don't have any, so that's going to be useless. So they're going to make us discard with Bolas. So yeah, let's get the Chandra out there and we can uptick. So basically we're, yeah, they're going to have a hard time dealing with us unless, of course, they haven't a way to exile all our Planeswalkers, destroy them all.
Will make quick work of you.
Something like Elder Spell would be horrendous, but who mainboards an Elder Spell? So yeah, deck seems pretty good so far. Lots of Planeswalkers means it's difficult for the opponent to react, because they're just simply, when you have them in multiples, it's just very difficult to deal with. We'll discard the Death of Majesty because this relies on having creatures in the graveyard, and we don't have any. Feed the Swarm. Wow, okay. Sure thing. So I guess we'll use the biggest mana available just to get out of the way. And we'll take care of Bolus here because we don't want him transforming.
I can create
that would be bad.
Or destroy.
So Ob, although he's the smallest one out here, he's certainly, you know, causing some chaos.
No fire.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a concession soon, because this field is kind of bonkers. That's why I'm so glad the 8 mana Ugin doesn't exist anymore, because he's banned. Elrond's Epiphany, so they're going to get an extra turn after this. That is kind of annoying, because they can take care of a couple of our Planeswalkers. But they only have 8 life, so every time they get an extra turn, they're going to take 2 from the Chandra. Okay, so I think we'll discard... We'll discard the... Oh, I don't know, this makes 2 blockers, doesn't it? We'll just get rid of the Chandra, I think. And they're going for Angrath, and the Ugin makes sense. Not really sure how they're going to survive. Yeah, extra turn cards are just kind of, you know, kind of BS really. Right, what can we do? So first things first, we'll uptick this. So either discard or take. So they chose to take 2, so that card must be pretty good. So we could just kill 3 of their creatures, couldn't we? Let's do that. And then that means that Bolus... Okay, so this was also Bolus is going to go as well.
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
Okay, let's see what they've got. They've only got 2 more turns. Unless they find some life gain, they're in some big trouble here. Tybalt. Wow, Tybalt for free as well with Asphaltold. So I guess he can uptick to hopefully get some spells off the top. He certainly can't exile Planeswalkers. Oh my goodness. Your Multi-Vault Offering. Well, this really changed around, didn't it? Wow, I'm so lucky that I had the Chandra's ultimate there. Goodness me. They really turned that round with the Asphaltold, didn't they? But now they're going to have to... They took 2. Okay, so they're down to 2. Suppose we can go for the Lolth. And if we make some blockers, that means, or sorry, attackers, that means that they now have to deal with these as well. Because, well, actually, no, they're dead, aren't they? Yeah, they're just dead from the Chandra ultimate emblem. Yeah, okay. That was getting really hairy by the end there. Blimey, what a comeback. So it looks like Jetmir is mega popular right now, and I'm actually alright with that, to be honest, because it's really powerful, but it doesn't seem obnoxiously powerful. I think also the excitement of the set just being released will kind of exacerbate things, but maybe it'll go down, maybe it'll stay the same, who knows. Seen a lot more Jetmir decks than I have of Nixilis, that's for sure. So we've got a pretty decent hand, to be honest. We've got removal ×2 for their Jetmir. The stadium's pretty awesome. If they hit me a few times with that, it could be bad. Croxer. So just swing in first. Oh, that's very clever. They didn't activate this before I attacked. Yeah, that is wise. So we've got ourselves a smart player. We do have the Bedevils. We could just We could just destroy it here if we wanted. But I think I'd rather just get Ob out and start draining them. Unless they want to discard cards, of course. So anything with a death trick is really good. In this case, it ramps us up by 1.
I'm gonna remake this town.
So I like to always make a devil here, just to, as an attacker or defender. And then when we take up, we can drain for 2. Unless they discard a card, of course.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Well, I've talked a lot. Ooh, 100 per session, so they can get double tokens. Whoa, we've got a really good hand. So let's uptick here. The drain's going to get real.
Pleasure doing business with you.
So they're contemplating if they should discard something. They missed a land drop. See, now I'm a lot more inclined to destroy the Strixhaven Stadium, because I know they're having land problems.
Tribute is owed.
And I could go for Croxer, but I think I'd rather just go for the Citadel next turn. Chromatic Lantern. So they missed another land drop. Okay. So I think I'm going to go for... I don't know. No, we'll go for the Citadel. Always go for the Citadel, I think. Almost made a mistake now. And an Onyx. Well, here we go. Here's all the Planeswalkers, guys. So we can make them sacrifice an enchantment.
17 or something.
That's why Farrakhan's Libation is an awesome card in black. And then just start draining them with all the drain triggers, I suppose. Oh, that was spicy.
And you'll lose everything.
It's quite weird, really. You don't see many Planeswalker decks, and then as soon as you make one, you all you do is seem to encounter them. So here we go, facing Liliana or Professor Onyx, and yeah, starting hand is not too bad. Painful Bond is great to draw some cards. Then those cards in your hand with mana value 3 or less gain when you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. I still think it's really good though, instant as well. Kind of mental when you think Silent Blood is black for a sorcery. So yeah, let's go for the Cold Steel Heart here. I think we make a red, so then we've got a perfect blend. Black, and red. We've even got the Rotting Regisaur if we want to draw 7 and lose 7, but... Oh, they did the same as us. Okie dokie. See, the thing about having black is they probably have a lot of answers. So maybe we'll just draw some cards first. And then go for the Croxer as well. So Crocs actually might be a quite nice way to subdue them, especially if they don't play anything until Onyx mana. We'll see what they do, but yeah, it's always good to just have extra weight. So they're going to move to go for the Onyx in the next turn. And they're now going to remove a card from our hand. Okay, this could be bad, because we don't have a way to deal with Onyx. But they do... and exiles as well, so it's 1 less for the Croxer. So they went for the Valky. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But, okay, the other thing is if they go for Onyx, they could just minus, which means our Rotting Regisaur isn't looking very good. But what we can do is go for the Carrier Thrall and just pass the turn. Yeah, I don't just want to lose the Regisaur to the Onyx. Gilded Lotus, wow, and then they're going to need to cast Onyx the next turn. Looks like they've got the same good cards as we have. Maybe they should have gone for the Onyx first. Wow, but as I said, we really kind of want this. But first, let's go for the Nixilis, and then, oh actually, let's attack for 2 first. We might as well get a bit of value from the damage. And then we can go for the Ob, cloning him by sacking the Carrier Thrall. And it's not as good as having the Regisaur out, but you know, it's something. Gives the opponent something to kind of think about as well. And then we can also go for the Regisaur too. So that'll make them think twice. So now we can start
My coin
doing double
or
Nixilis, which is
carnage.
pretty awesome,
Tribute
even
is
without
owed.
sacking the Regisaur. And happy to make a little 1-1, because then if they make us sack the Regisaur, we still have an attacker to go in at the Onyx. Yep. Do they go for the minus? They do. Okay, so as predicted, that's fine. And the key to the archive. Wow, okay. So we kind of, you know, we do have a chance to come back here. Obviously, if we get a swamp, we'll just cast the Bolus of Citadel, I think. Let's see what they do. Key to the archive could give them something that black shouldn't have access to, which is always terrifying. Oh my god, they discarded a Torment of Hellfire. That's kind of crazy.
Your punishment
They discarded
is
their whole
my
hand.
entertainment.
They discarded the D-Spark and the Torment. Okay, okay. That is interesting. Well, we might as well swing into the Onyx here, so they're not going to be able to
I won't give
minus.
you a second chance.
And then, yeah, let's make another guy, and then next
You
that
work
should
for
be able
me
to
now, Runt.
kill the Onyx, unless they have 2 removal spells. So it is a shame we've missed another land drop, though. Kind of sucks. They lose a life, they get to pick their best card from top 3. That's always scary. And they've also got Castle Lock Thwain to refill their hand, and Castle Lock Thwain shines when they have no cards, so, you know, their field's looking pretty awesome.
There has to be
Maze
an
Mind
answer
Tome,
here.
more ways to draw. More ways to draw. Their field is crazy. Right, still no freaking land. This is getting silly now. So let's see if we can drain them for a bit. Wow. So let that trigger resolve. And then that destroys something. But when it dies, it does 1 damage anyway, so... strange.
I need answers, not more problems.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. That was it weird? I don't really know. So now we can just finish
Pleasure
off the
doing
Onyx.
business with you.
All we need is one more
tried to
freaking...
fix
tell you what we can do. We might as well play the Phyrexian Scriptures then. Then we can... It might help to exile their field. And it's just better than doing 0 currently. Damn. Come on, land. Just give me a land, please. I mean, obviously they can just go for the Onyx again. 8 mana. They've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 mana. Yeah, they can do it quite a few more times here. What's she going to go for?
Welcome
Plus or
to
minus?
Witherbloom College, class.
You know it's bad when they looking at your your devil just to see if it poses a threat. I guess it does against the Onyx, right? I don't like the fact they've got 3 cards in their hand though.
I never
That is a
thought
lot.
I'd miss the library.
Oh, Sign in Blood. Okay. So let's uptick with this one. See what they do. The drain on this is actually pretty awesome. I mean, I know they drain this as well. We're basically... Oof, that's pretty rough. Okay. So we don't control the demon now, so we don't gain 2. I guess this would be a good time to make a demon.
You're
But we
quite
could
the pest.
just...
Go ahead.
So let's Sign in Blood. And still no extra land. So let's make a thing and... Yeah, this is getting
Shake
silly.
down
Come
the
on.
locals.
Soul Transfer does exile the creature Planeswalker, so if we can use this next turn, we could get something back as well. Although we need... Yeah, oh no, that enchantment's going to go, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, it's getting tough now, because they're going to be able to get loads of spells in their hand to drain us for 2 each time.
I have impeccable
Grim
steady
Tutor.
hands.
Oh, that's not good. That is really not good. So now that they can get the best card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, does 1 damage to them. Okay. Does that mean they have the combo then? They actually do. So we basically draw a whole deck and die to the combo. Fantastic. What a way to go. Do we have any way to get around this? No, we don't. Yes, we just die to the 40 triggers. Wonderful. That's a great way to end. That's a great way to end a game that was going well, wasn't it? With a combo. There you go. Combo. Combo. Facing Quasar. Augur of Agonies, so it's going to be an Esper combo shell, I suppose. Our starting hand's fine. We've got the Arcane Signet. And the Strike It Rich as well, and a land's perfect on top. So next turn we can go for the Signet, land, Strike It Rich. And we can try and push ahead of the Quasar player. Last thing we want is to be comboed out again by a very similar combo. Oh, are they just going to go for counter spells here? If that's the case, let's see if we can just resolve a Strike It Rich. Will they counter this thinking we don't have a land play? Nope. Play the land. Yeah, pass turn. No need to play into a counter spell just yet. Faithful Mending, okay. So if they tap out, then we can go for Onyx. Oh, they discarded a really powerful removal spell there. So that would suggest they have more. Okay, so they're just playing a shock. I guess we'll just cast a knob. If they counter it, then yeah, we can just cast it again next turn. Interesting.
After 1,000 years, finally, a new conquest.
We'll get a devil, I suppose. If they go for a flash creature here, we might be in trouble, but we do have 4 mana. Okay, Obscura Charm. Yeah, that's fine.
No one beats me.
So now it makes me feel better for going for the devil, because at least we have some residual.
I have a job for you.
We have a bit of power left over from the mana we spent, so that's good. Or a bit lost for words. I wasn't sure what word to use. Power isn't quite right, but so they're just going to be some kind of counter deck. Ah, so this is cool, by the way. Egon's in here purely because his power and toughness is huge. Yeah, let's try for Nixilis again. I mean, if you think about it this way, it's a free card. I could have copied it there. Draw 2, discard 2. Do they get a negate? The thing about what they're doing is, if they're just constantly countering stuff or stopping my field, then they don't have as many cards to combo off with Quasar. So
All that matters is plead for mercy.
so much dialogue with Nixilis, kind of annoying actually. He seems to say like 2 or 3 voice lines, which is quite a lot for a Planeswalker. If anyone has ever noticed, by the way, I've never actually said, but I've actually turned off emotes. So that's why you'll never see me getting salty emotes or giving salty emotes, because it was actually kind of, in a way, like affecting my mental health. I'm sure everyone's seen the good game emotes when it wasn't a good game for you, when they'd have Brawl and 60 counters. So I would actually highly recommend it to anybody. Turn emotes off and see how you feel. If you're having a rough time, if you're losing a lot of games, turn emotes off and tell me how you think, because I personally think it kind of changed the way I play a game. You don't have to focus so much on silly little things. Like, you can still see emotes here, you can still press them, but they won't register. or the opponent won't see them. Ooh, let's go for this lily, I think. So as you can see, there's a lot of planeswalkers in the deck.
Never thought I'd miss the library.
But if the opponent is just focusing on killing our things, weirdly that's okay, because it means just less combo time for them. Unless they can like combo off in one turn, then things get a bit hairy. Yeah, I would, back to what I was saying before, yeah, if anyone does feel kind of depressed on playing Arena, we've all been there, we all have bouts of losing loads. The best remedy for that is literally to stop playing, as hard as it sounds, because I've chased victory as much as anyone else, and sometimes it will actually kill you, trying to find a victory. And sometimes the best solution is to just stop playing. It's a simple solution, right? What? Swords on that? That was a completely unnecessary move there. They really wasted that. And there wasn't any need to do that there, was there? Like, it didn't actually synergize with Quasar. Kind of a strange move. Khan's Bastion's going to be great. So this is one of 2 proliferate spells in the deck.
There has to be an answer here.
So now we could maybe start attacking their hand. Yeah, let's go for Davriel. Like the idea of
if you surrender now, I'll still have time.
Attacking the hand,
Let me
because
pick your brain.
Quasar's going to cost 6. And the fewer options we give them, the better. So it looks like their hand is basically creature kill spells, which is unfortunate for them because our deck is mostly Planeswalkers. So they're digging for something. Ramp. We can kill that with the Kolaghan's command and be really cruel. So I don't think they're going to have a hand, to be honest. Let's do this now. So it does use 2 treasures. Artifact and discard. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, facing Nethroy, so we're going to need some graveyard hate here. Hopefully we get something. I cannot pass a hand with Bones of Citadel, as you might know, watching the channel. This is one of my favourite cards. Pretty obvious. I include it in all my black decks. Might not be as efficient as some people would like, but I love it. It's got to be one of my top, maybe top 3 cards, I think. Might even be the top 1 card. So we'll wait for them to attack. If they pump it, then we just go for the Lightning Bolt. It doesn't seem like they do. And Llanowar Visionary, so that is something that I am going to kill. And next turn we can cancel out everything they've done by just going for the Kolaghan's command, killing that and making them discard, I guess. So let's just do that now. Discard, kill the knight. So anything to slow them down is good. Obviously, them having the Throy is kind of scary because they can reanimate anything they want later on. Discarding the Belugranos, okay, so we're going to have to find a way to exile that. Debt to the Kami does that, but they can't cast it just yet. So let's go for the Cosmos Elixir. Hopefully scrying to some more lands would be useful. Oh my goodness, Dark Ritual, I will take that. Okay, let's see what we can do then. So, yeah, I think we go for the Dark Ritual here. And then the Citadel. And we finally get our land drop. And the Yawgmoth seems pretty good. And now we can kind of go off a little bit. And Arena's a bit risky. Yep, that's cool. I mean, let's pass the turn so we gain a bit of life. See, the power of Citadel? Mental. Obviously, that was also the power of Dark Ritual, of course. So one note about Nixilis is he's powerful, but he's so like, he's cool, powerful, he looks cool, but he's kind of just like generic power level, isn't he? He's nothing like super unique. The casualty part, I bet they just added to it because they thought, oh, we need something kind of mechanically interesting about him. So, pro-humans, why have they got 6 mana up? Suspicious, isn't it? Very suspicious. Let's go for Florian. And then swing in. Vanishing Verse, going for Yawgmoth. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, that was the least of my worries. And I don't know if I want to take 6 here. But it will push us over the edge, won't it? Yeah, go on then. It does push us over the edge. You know, they're going to have to deal with so many things here. If they have a Casualties of War, I will actually cry a little bit.
The hotter I burn, the more fun this gets.
Faithless Looting. Yeah, it only loses 1, doesn't it? So let's do that. Okay, and we can discard, I think, Field of Ruin and a Mountain. I think, yeah, I'm going to stop there. Pass the turn. Don't need more ramp. Not when we've got the Citadel to ensure lands each turn. Be surprised to see how the opponent can come out of this. So, do I even need to cast Ob? That's the thing about this kind of deck. Is Ob good? That's another good question, isn't it? A lot of you are probably watching this video asking, is Ob actually a good card? Destroy non-permanents. Wowzers. Opponent probably got a bit of an erection from that.
Reduced to embers.
Fair enough. So now I guess we'll go for Egon, and then we can make a copy with the Ob. Casualties. Wow. This always happens to me. Destroy all my things when I've got a wonderful field. I suppose it does mean that I should never feel guilty for using powerful cards, because the opponent can just take it all away in one move. So there you go.
And you'll lose everything.
So I'm quite happy with them discarding that, because it means that they have one fewer thing to mutate onto. If they go for the Pelucranos, then fine. They're going to have to exile cards and I'll be able to do that, and I can just make them exile it. Sure. Drain them again. No point to draw 7 when we already have 6, and we can't kill them with it, so let's just keep draining them, considering we have a devil.
Defy me,
and yeah, Elspeth's Nightmare, this probably just wins us the game, I think, because it exiles the entire graveyard, so I'm happy to pass a turn, leave up the debt to the Kami. I don't even need to attack. They're going to need something good here. Field of Ruin on the Castle Lock Thwain. Yeah, that's fine. I'm never going to use that anyway. Yeah, I suppose another thing, if you're building up Nixilis, just look for creatures with big power and toughness. It's kind of simple, isn't it? That's the thing. It's powerful, but as I said, generically powerful. So you know, it's would I use a mythic wildcard on it? Probably not, unless you're really into the artwork and the character. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it's a no, to be honest. If you've had fun watching this video, don't forget to leave me a like and a sub, and to check out my Ko-fi donations page, where you can donate as little or as much as you want. And check out some more videos to keep watching.